What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of the Tactic Tester. This is where we put creators' tactics to the test in my own custom database to see how they all get on and who has the best tactic out there. We've tested so many tactics on this series so far, and we do have a current top 10 leaderboard. So before we get into the database, before we get into today's tactics, let's take a look at that top 10. Kicking things off is our top 10 leaderboard, and 𝘼𝙗𝙗 still sits at the top of that tree. The tactics magician himself with his 4-3-1-2, the incredible Hulk formation. 103 points for 𝘼𝙗𝙗, sitting at the top with that amazing goal difference as well of +95. Stick Piano and Miron wrap up our top three with their 4-3-3s respectively. Obviously Sticks is strikerless. Then on here we've got FM Trek, Amatia, FM Jono, Holly Plays, SNG, Fabs, and Kyle Saywell rounding off that top 10. But we've got three new creators ready to run the gauntlet, the Tactic Tester gauntlet, using our custom database. So let's have a look at that database. So guys, if you are new around here, this is my 𝘼𝙗𝙤 Gaming Super League database, which was made by the amazing Mozza. Links to Mozza will be down in the description. It is a Super League-esque database, 20 teams throughout the course of the world. There's 18 from Europe, 1 from Brazil, which is Flamengo, and then there is 𝘼𝙗𝙤 Gaming FC making up this team. It's a 38-game season, much the same as the Premier League, putting together some of the best players in world football to play against each other. So for instance, if we go into PSG, you can see they do have all of their squad, but let's have a look at their squad, and we go and take a look at Mr. Kylian Mbappe. What makes this database special is every single player has the exact same attributes. They are frozen at 13 to make this all about the tactic. Mbappe is still Mbappe. He's still got the same face. He still plays in the same positions. He's still got the same weak foot and stuff like that to make things a little bit still the player. But all their attributes are frozen at 13 to make it all about the tactic themselves. Poch, as the manager of PSG, potentially not for much longer. He still looks the exact same as you would expect Maurizio Pochettino to look. But yeah, I think it's basically all about the tactics in this database. You may be wondering who is part of 𝘼𝙗𝙤 Gaming FC. Basically, that squad is made up of all the players who didn't make it into the other 19 teams, basically. So we've got Kasper Schmeichel, Pau Torres in here, Declan Rice, Kieran Tierney, Gaia, Ndidi, Thomas Soucek, Locatelli. There's so many players in here. SMS, Harry Kane, Ciro Immobile. Again, this team, if we go on Ciro Immobile, exactly the same as every other team in this database, all with their attributes frozen at 13. We make it all about the tactic and all about the creators to see if they can come out on top. So without any further ado, let's meet the first person. So first up, we have the current reigning, defending FM Super League champion, Tony Jameson. Now he has this tactic, and I must say it is a good one because it beat me on the way to seeing Tony lift that title. A very nice tactic it is. If we do a quick pick without restriction, this is the best 11 to fit in these roles. It is a asymmetric tactic. Livakovic in goal, Castagne, Torres, Kunde, Gaia as that left back. There's a Segundo Volante, which you don't see a lot of, as Declan Rice. A ball-winning midfielder in Locatelli, Chiesa on this right-hand side as a winger on attack, Luis Alberto, Kostic, and then Harry Kane is that slightly to the right-hand striker. This is the analysis of it. It does work. It works very, very well. I've seen it firsthand work very well. How will it do against the AI in our Super League? Let's find out. So Tony's tactic is in, and it has won the title, and won it very nicely by 10 points, beating Dortmund. 85 points for Tony's asymmetric tactic. 26 victories, 7 draws, 5 losses, 77 goals scored, 35 goals conceded. Is a very, very good goal return in terms of conceded. We've definitely seen tactics score a lot more than this one though. So it's done very well in terms of some of the other stats. Ciro Immobile, top goal scorer for the team, 23 goals for Immobile. Harry Kane, highest average rating, also got 9 assists for Harry Kane. In terms of some of the other stats, as the team goes on, it was the 4th best in terms of goals scored. It was the best in terms of goals conceded, though. A very, very good defensive tactic. Looking at it, it has done very, very well. 8th best in terms of yellows and the best in terms of reds, only picking up 1 red card. Well done, Tony. He is the Super League champion. let's move into our second submission, which is from my Discord channel. So as I said, we move into tactic number 2, which is Troynazir, a submission from my Discord server. If you want to get your tactics onto this series to get yourself some exposure on YouTube, or just to see if you can knock 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈 off the top of our leaderboard, please do visit the Discord. The link will be at the top of the description. Come on in. We have a thread there for tactic tester submissions, and this is where Troynazir submitted this tactic, which he's been using with Spurs. It is a 4-1-3-2 tactic and looks very, very interesting. 2 advanced forwards. I can see 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈 and 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈 occupying those roles, which they do, and they seem to do very, very well here. A double Mez and a central midfielder on attack. So the Mazalas are going to run wide. The central midfielder on attack is going to run through the middle. I can see this tactic doing pretty darn well, if I do say so myself. We are going to simulate this season to see how Troynazir's Spurs tactic gets on. Let's see you at the end of the season. So 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙤 FC is going back to back. Troynazir has won the division as well. 88 points for him, though. This time he does do better than Tony, winning the division relatively comfortably. 16 points is a very, very good deficit between first and second. 28 victories, 4 draws, 6 losses, 121 goals scored. That's more like it. We like our tactics to score over 100 goals in this tester. 49 goals conceded, giving it a goal difference of 72, but the 88 points is very, very good, and we'll see Troynazir go into our top 10 leaderboard, I'm sure. If we go on the home screen, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈, the Italian stallion, the top goal scorer for the team, 32 goals for him, also got 19 assists. That is a phenomenal return from 𝘼𝙗𝙤. Highest average rating, as you kind of would expect, and most player of the matches as well. Very good season for 𝘼𝙗𝙤. It was the best goal scoring tactic in the division in the tester. It was also the 6th best in terms of goals conceded. A very good one if you are a strong team looking to dominate your opponents. It seems to be a very good high goal scoring tactic, this one. We've got one more creator to take on the tactic tester gauntlet. Let's meet them and take a look at their tactic now. So next up, we have a really recent submission to the Discord server, which is from Braulio Martins. Now, as I said, this is a recent submission, so apologies anyone who wants their tactic on this tester, but I just had to test this. Looking at the shape, it seems ridiculous. He's tested it with Sporting. He won loads of trophies with Sporting, but I like so many things, so many components of this, I just had to test it. There is a massive gap in this midfield, and I don't know if it's going to come undone or if it's going to do really well. I have genuinely no idea. Sweeper keeper, 2 inverted wing backs, so they are going to push in here and sit in here. To a ball playing defender and a central defender, a defensive midfielder, and then this is the gap. There is a massive gap. 2 wingers on support on both sides, and an attacking midfielder, a shadow striker, and a poacher up top with a quick pick of the best 11. This is how we're looking. Schmeichel, Castagne, Torres, Koundé, Gaia, Declan Rice. He's going to have a lot of work to do. Adama Traore comes in on this. Adama Traore comes in on this right-hand side. Luis Alberto, SMS, Chiesa, and then 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈. We're set to attack in. Look at this analysis. There's just holes. It's done well for him, so I can only assume it's going to do well in this tester. Let's come back at the end of the season. 3 tactics this weekend on the tactic tester, and they've all won the title, doing very, very well in the process. 87 points for this 4-1-4-1, doing really good things. Bayern coming in second, 87 points for the victory, 28 victories, 9 draws, 3 losses throughout the course of the season, 115 goals scored, 36 goals conceded. Again, doing very, very well. I'm impressed with this tactic, I must admit. In terms of some of the other statistics, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈 coming up trumps in terms of the top goal scorer. Again, 26 goals for 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈 this time. Highest average rating and 11 assists from SMS. Highest in terms of goals scored. It was the best in terms of goals conceded as well. 36 is very, very good. 5th worst in terms of yellow cards, and the best in terms of reds, because it did not pick up any. But ultimately, I'm impressed with this in terms of its goal scoring prowess. 9 goals for Coates. Obviously, it has something about it in terms of the corners as well. Yeah. Impressive tactic, this one. Nelson Semedo, 13 goals for him as an inverted wing back. Okay, sure, why not? I'm loving this tactic. I think with a little bit of tweaking in some of these potential roles here, you could get this even better. So yes, very good return. As I said, if you want to get yourselves on this series, there is a link at the top of the description for the Discord server. That is the best place to submit your tactics. Please do so in there via those channels. Post a picture of how you've been getting on with your tactic and show me how successful you've been. Give me the FMF file and we will get you onto this series. If you've got an interesting shape like the last one we just saw, you will get on here quicker, because I just want to see how these new shapes do. That's where I'm going to leave things for today. No, it's not. We're going to look at this leaderboard, because 2 of these guys are definitely in that top 10 leaderboard. So here you have it. This is the Tactic Tester leaderboard after week 11, and we have had 2 new entrants into the Tactic Tester leaderboard. Troy goes in with his 4-1-3-2. He comes in between FM22 and 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈, which has done really well. 88 points for him, 28 victories, 4 draws, 6 losses, 121 goals scored and 49 goals conceded. He just goes above 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙈 on goal difference. We also had Braulio Martins comes in. He comes in to finish the top 10. There are a lot of players below him, including myself, with his 4-1-4-1. It did finish first, 87 points for him, 26 victories, 9 draws, 3 losses, 115 goals scored, 36 goals conceded. He does have the 79 goal difference, the exact same as SNG, but SNG did win 1 game more, so that's why I've prioritized him on the leaderboard. As I said though, guys, it's been a great episode today. We've had 3 really interesting different tactics, and if you want to submit one, please do so via that Discord. If you have enjoyed today's video, drop a like on it down below, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and until next time guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'll see you next weekend for another edition of the Tactic Tester.